What is sensory hell, and why do autistic people throw that term around? Well, I'm going to try to define it in a general sense because, sensory hell, it varies from person to person because, not all autistic people are identical. So, what is sensory hell? Well, sensory hell, in a general sense, is any kind of a sensory input that is just unpleasant to the point that the autistic person cannot focus on anything but that feeling, or they get distracted by it constantly. So, anything you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, any of that would be counted as sensation. Seeing is a sensation, hearing is a sensation, touch is a sensation, taste is a sensation, and smell is a sensation. When you smell the cat box and it stinks and needs to be changed, that you're having a sensation that the cat box needs changing. Because it smells like cat pee, and it smells like ammonia, and it's gross. I have cats, so I know. Okay? So sensory hell is when any one of those five senses, or even more than one, are just being bombarded to the point that the person cannot focus on something else that's going on around them. It's like, okay, this is something I think everybody has experienced at least one time in your life. Do you remember when you were in school and you raised your hand and you're like, "Teacher, can I go to the bathroom?" And the teacher's like, "No." And you gotta go to the bathroom. You gotta pee. Okay? You gotta pee to the point that you notice it. So you sit there while the lesson is going on, and you just, all you can think about is your bladder because you gotta pee, and you're just thinking about, don't pee your pants, don't pee your pants, don't pee your pants, don't pee your pants. You're just sitting there. Maybe you got your hands in your crotch and you're just holding. Depending on what kind of organs you got. If you got an outie part, you're probably squeezing it. If you got an innie part, you're probably pushing your hand up against your crotch really hard. I mean, that never helped me. Although I didn't have accidents, but it's just like it just made it hurt more for me. So when I gotta pee, I tend to stand up and like pace around. I don't sit and cross my legs, but that's just my nervous system. But you gotta pee, okay? And all you can think about is that you've gotta pee. And the teacher calls on you and you don't even know what the heck the teacher just said. Because, I gotta pee. 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 That's all you're thinking about. That is kind of what sensory hell is like to an autistic person. Except it might be this tag in the back of my shirt. Oh my god, I gotta get this tag out of my shirt. It feels like glass stabbing me. Or it can be like, gosh, this sweater, it's so itchy, It was so nice when I tried it on, but, now I'm wearing it, I can't stand it. I mean, all I can feel is that it's itchy. You're sitting there like that, or somebody next to you has just taken a complete shower, given themselves an enema, inhaled and drank perfume. I mean, you swear that perfume is coming out of every pore and orifice in their body. And you are just sitting there going, and some people that are allergic to perfume, you know the hell of somebody who has taken a bath in it. I mean, I don't even like strong perfume. Like if you've got like a powder smell to you from your makeup or whatever, that's fine. But if you smell like, I don't know, like every kind of liquor and a flower field at the same time, it's like, what the hell are you wearing? Get away from me. Get away. If you wear really strong perfume, please get away. If you wear very strong cologne or aftershave, please get away. A touch of scent is what it's supposed to be, not like a giant odorous cloud. Okay? Because when you wear too much perfume, I would rather smell a fart than what you're wearing. Okay? Sorry. Oh, maturity is overrated. But I'm going to try to demonstrate a bit of sensory hell. I'm going to use something that you hear because, with me, a lot of my sensory hell things, a lot of them are related to hearing. So I'm going to do a hearing one. Oh, hello, there's an airplane going by. So I'm going to use this. Now, this is how somebody who is not autistic and does not have misophonia may hear this. Okay, somebody just crackling something plastic. Now, here's how I hear the same sound. I'm going to put this right above the mic, so noise warning. Imagine trying to listen to a teacher in class and the person beside you is crackling their Kleenex wrapper. Okay. Sorry. What I said was, imagine trying to listen to what the teacher is saying when somebody next to you is crackling a Kleenex wrapper or something, because that's what it could sound like to me. Now that is sensory hell. That's what sensory hell can be like. You know, sensory hell could be you wear a wool hat and you cannot stop scratching your head. Or it could be some sound from an electrical device. Like there's a lamp in the living room that it makes a high-pitched noise from the electricity going into it. And I hate to be anywhere near that lamp, because if I get within like an arm's length, it's so loud to me, but nobody else hears it. My mom will get right up next to it, and I don't think she really hears it. She just hears it very faintly, but to me, it's like screamingly loud. So, let's see, sensory hell could be, like I said, the perfume thing. Sensory hell could be, you know, something you eat that has a really nasty, slimy texture or something, and you spit it out. You just cannot even chew it. It goes in your mouth, you hate it, and just out it comes. Or it could be something that is a taste, like spicy things. You know, for me, spicy things are sensory hell. I cannot tolerate spicy food. So, let's see, sensory hell visually would be a lot of bright colors, or a lot of bright light glare directly in my eyes for long periods of time. You know, I tend to wear sunglasses outside even if it's cloudy because it's too much glare. You know, by dusk though I can take them off, but when the sun is up and bright and everything, it's just, I'm like this. I look like Snoop Dogg. No offense to the guy. It's just, every time I see him he's like this, so his eyes, so. But, sensory hell, sensory hell is kind of different depending on the person. But in general, it's a sensation that just cannot be ignored. And it's just so annoying, and it's not always pain. You know, it's just something that's unpleasant. So, you know, if somebody is saying that's sensory hell, just know that they mean this really bugs the hell out of me and I just want it to stop. And some people, if they're exposed to their sensory hell long enough, they have a meltdown. Yep. I'll do that. I will melt down eventually. You know, it might take a long time or it might take a little time. Another thing that could be sensory hell is like being sick or being injured. You know, because, you know, being sick, your head hurts, your joints hurt, you know, you got yucky stuff running down your throat, there's snot everywhere, you're coughing. Maybe you are just like expelling every liquid known to man on the toilet from both ends. I mean, being sick is sensory hell. And being on that time of the month for somebody that has a uterus, you know, the cramps and just the overall, and plus the hormone changes that kind of shift your brain chemistry around, you know, that's sensory hell too. Not getting enough sleep is also sensory hell, because it's just, I'm just tired, my body's heavy, and yeah. But, you know, sensory hell, if somebody says that's sensory hell, please take it seriously. Even if you don't feel it or notice it or whatever, it's obviously bothering them. So if you say, well, it doesn't bother me, that's just being dismissive. Because if you're not autistic, you don't know what an autistic person is experiencing. You can get a general idea, but if they say, that hurts, you don't say, oh, come on, it doesn't hurt everybody else. Well, they're not everybody else, they're them. Okay? So, sensory hell, please take it seriously. Bye.